Smith. Oh, man, give me a hand. Who cares?
Cuando llegué esta mañana, estaba el señor Peralta debajo del piano, bañado en sangre y muerto.
Okay, here it is.
What was his name again?
Peralta. Frank Peralta. Attorney, corporate law, very well off.
No kidding. Lived alone?
Divorced.
Park a blimp in here.
Housekeeper found him there this morning. Probably been lying there all weekend.
Friday was the 18th, right?
Yeah, right.
Says here, dinner Erica. And it says, whoever you are. What the hell does that mean? Guy spent a lot of time at the jeweler's. Purchase slips, return slip. Check it out. There was no struggle. Wallet, watch, rings. Looks like he turned his back on somebody he knew.
Who do you think it is?
I think whoever killed him didn't like the tune he was playing. I think it's locked.
About what time was this?
9:30.
Would you say it was 9:30, Clara?
Yes, I think so.
And you were getting off the elevator?
Oh, no. We were getting on. They were getting off.
Mr. and Mrs. Bennett, this is Lieutenant Church.
I do.
Would you please tell him about the woman you saw with Mr. Peralta Friday night?
Well, she was about 5'5" or so.
No, not that tall. Brunette, dark brown eyes, lovely evening gown.
Attractive?
Oh.
You know, you should talk to his secretary, Miss Francis. She might help.
You think you'd recognize if you saw her again?
Oh, I would, yes. Yes, she was beautiful.
Mr. Higgins, will you tell Lieutenant Church here about the last time you saw Mr. Peralta alive?
Sure. It was Friday evening. He came in with a lady.
Would you recognize her again?
Yeah. We've got a slow-mo videotape here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, take a look for yourself. She's very beautiful. And dressed
To kill. Take it out of the station. Put it up on the monitor. No, thanks. I'm trying to quit. I know this is a difficult time for you, Miss Francis, but I'm looking for a specific young lady who was with Mr. Peralta Friday evening.
His private life was his own business.
Attractive brunette, brown eyes, medium height built.
He saw a lot of women.
Does the name Erica mean anything to you?
Erica Cullen. He was dating her, all right. And she was quietly driving him crazy. Up one minute, down the next. Smiles one day, and the next day she'd pretend she didn't even know you. Some kind of split personality, if you ask me.
Do you have an address or phone number for this Erica Cullen?
Yes.
She runs the gift shop at the university.
Thank you.
And the rest of them are in the back. You sure of that? Would you mind going and have a look? Thank you. Right.
Good choice and fresh this morning.
Oh. What do I owe you?
$3. There. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Very beautiful. And they're for you.
Miss Erica Cullen?
Yes.
My name is Church. I'm with the police. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Of course not.
Knowing that you may remain silent and anything you say can be used against you in a court of law?
What's this about?
Mr. Frank Peralta was murdered.
Oh, no.
And I have witnesses that will testify that you were seen with him on the night of the murder.
There must be some kind of mistake.
Excuse me, Eric. I forgot my paper. Can I help you?
Who are you?
My name's Jim Isley. I'm a psychiatrist. I have a professorship here. I'm a friend of Miss Collins. Who are you?
I'm the police. Were you at the Friday night?
No.
Well, then you can't help her. You have an out to lunch sign? I want to take you downtown for some questioning.
I wasn't with him.
You have any proof? Any witnesses?
I run a dance studio after I close up here from about 5 on. I was there Friday, late, working on a recital for next week. Here, I have my card.
Check it out.
Look, what's going on here?
The murder of Mr. Frank Peralta. What did the coroner say?
Time of death is Friday, between 10:15 and 10:45 p.m.
Fingerprints on the knife?
Now they're working on it.
The story about working Friday night holds up.
Yep, receptionist confirmed it. She worked all evening, Al.
But that's impossible.
There were a bunch of teenage ballerinas who saw her there, too. I can check them out.
They can't all be lying. Check out the time it takes to get from Peralta's place to the dance studio. Maybe she slipped out during a break. And make sure we get all the witnesses we can for the lineup. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It makes less sense to me than Chinese music.
I'm sorry about Frank Peralta. But I didn't kill him.
And I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but you'll have to stay a little while longer. You see, you're the only suspect I have, and there are certain formalities we have to go through.
Like what?
Like confronting the witnesses in a lineup. If you see the woman you saw at the Sierra Apartments in the presence of Mr. Frank Peralta on the night of February 18th, Friday night, please indicate by writing down the number above her. If you see the woman who was working with you at the dance studio Friday night, February 18th, please indicate by writing the number down on your pads. Will you all please pass me your numbers? Number 3, please stay. The rest may go. My problem is obvious. How can one woman be in 2 different places at the same time?
Al, I think you got a bigger problem. Officer? Timing the distance from Peralta's to the dance studio? Well, who drives up? Well, he can't be her because she's down here with you.
Is there a remote possibility that any one of you might be able to tell them apart? Tell you how happy this makes me, baby.
Enjoy it. It isn't going to last.
Tracy.
So, you're Tracy and you're...
Lee.
Lee and Tracy. And who's Erica?
You don't have to answer any of his questions, Lee. We both are.
Erica is an identity you assume when you're working.
We only did it so we could take time off when we wanted to or when one of us was sick.
Or covering for one another.
I want to see our lawyer.
So, Lee, who was working Friday and who was with Mr. Peralta?
One of us was working. And the other one was home in bed.
And if you don't like that, try the Fifth Amendment.
Why? Is there another sister?
Why did you go hassle some streetwalkers?
Look,
On what ground?
obstructing justice.
You'll never make that stick.
I'm going to try.
real hard.
I didn't kill Frank. I know you didn't.
Ah, how can we tell one from the other? What about fingerprints?
Identical twins of similar but not identical prints. The lab's going to send over an analysis.
I know it's a long shot, but if only one set of print turns up, maybe we'll have something.
Oh, yeah. Receipts from the jewelers? It's for an engagement ring. Bought it one day, returned it 3 days later. Strange.
Only because we can't figure it out. Yet.
Ah, don't worry about a thing. You'll be out of here by lunch.
Whoa. Where we go?
Doc. This is Dr. Isley, the psychiatrist. He knows the Cohen sisters, and he's an expert on twins.
Just a second. I'm hardly an expert. I've done a little research in the past. I didn't even know they were twins. I only knew one of them.
Which one?
Well, if I knew that, you wouldn't have a problem, would you?
Well, thank you for joining us, Dr. Isley.
All right, enough. Lieutenant, you just grasping at straws.
Hold it a second. Dr. Isley, do you know the woman alleged to be Erica Cullen?
I'm not sure. I know one of them. Look, we met at the university. I see her shop every day. She came to me once with some sleeping problems. I prescribed some sleeping pills, and that's the extent of our professional relationship.
Well, couldn't the court order a series of tests to determine their personalities, and Dr. Isley might even agree to administer them?
Well, this farce has gone on long enough. Lieutenant, you know damn well there ain't a court going to accept a personality test. Unless, of course, they throw out the doctor-patient relationship and then let everybody just testify against herself.
Counsel for the defense is right. Thank you for coming down, Dr. Isley. I hope we haven't inconvenienced you too much.
Not at all. If there's any way I can, I really would like to help.
Thank you. I take it the fingerprint analysis was inconclusive?
Both their fingerprints were found in Peralta's apartment. But the knife handle was smudged.
The state doesn't have a case.
You're not going to let them walk out of here.
The issue of reasonable doubt will continually undermine the case.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Would you please? Let us through, please. There will be no comment, no statement at all. I'm sorry, would you please let us through?
23 years I've been a cop. I've never seen such a thing. No one should be able to beat the system. I don't like a perfect crime, not even books. I especially don't like to think that somebody could beat a murder rap.
I'll tell you what you do, Al. Take a couple of weeks off. I'll tell Stenner you're working on special assignment. See what you can dig up. Get me something concrete, something I can use in court. I'll prosecute them to hell and back.
Please, no comment. There will be no comment. Nothing at all. Please.
anywhere? Thanks. I don't think you should go out.
Lee, I'll go crazy if I have to sit around here.
It's a murder investigation, Tracy, and I don't think the police are going to give up so easily. And will you turn down that music or I'll go crazy? Sorry.
Look, they haven't got a case.
Nothing.
I hope so. You hope so? You'd better hope so. All this mess wouldn't have happened if it weren't for you. Just because you didn't have the guts to face Frank yourself and meet all his fancy friends, you get me to go do it. So he got all screwed up. Big deal. It's not my fault.
Look, I told you before. I wasn't having any fun, so I came home early. It's all right, Tracy. All this is getting us nowhere.
You don't believe me. I can see it in your eyes.
Lee, it was our game. The game we always play. Tracy, I do believe you. How can I not believe you? Did you kill him? No, I couldn't. And that's how I know you couldn't have killed him either. Since you found me, you've always said we'll be stronger together than we will be alone. It's true. We'll stick together through this too, won't we? No matter who comes between us. Of course.
Hi, Doc. Remember me?
Sure. Cop with lots of evidence and no case.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Thanks.
What can I do for you?
You know, Doc, this case is really driving me crazy. Do you realize that one of those girls kidnapped a guy off on the corner of 42nd Street and Broadway with 1,000 witnesses, and we still couldn't hang it on her? I could be standing there myself. See her plant the knife with my own eyes, and still couldn't make it stick unless I grabbed her by the wrist and held down to her until I had her in solitary. Realize that? Dear. I don't know. I thought by now you'd have an angle so I could do something. Anything.
Like what?
I don't know. What if you did give him a series of personality tests? Well, not anyone could commit murder. Not even science. Something could turn up.
Something that would hold up in court?
Yeah.
Something that would tell you categorically if one of them was a killer?
That's it.
I don't think so. Now, besides, identical twins are usually only of interest to science if they were raised apart. Nature versus nurture. Heredity versus environment. That kind of thing.
You know, it's funny you should mention that. Because I brought you a little research that I did of my own. Those girls were orphaned at 2 months, adopted into different families, raised in entirely different environments. Tracy, she had the rougher time of it. The father lost his job and took to drinks. The mother had some sort of a nervous mental breakdown. And Tracy left the house for good when she was 15 years old. Now, Lee, different upbringing altogether. Nice, caring family, good grades at the state university. Why, she even spent the summer in Europe. And then she found out about the sister, and it became an obsession to find her. Which she did. Now, I don't know. You're going to say I'm crazy, but I think they'd be perfect for science. In fact, I wrote you a little donation for the psychology department just to cover expenses. $2,000.
Lieutenant, I can appreciate your position, but I'm not interested.
A man was killed.
I'm sorry about his death.
Murder.
Murder.
Get me something, please.
Nice of you to stop by.
I liked one of those girls. I thought you did too. There was something decent about it. Can't tell which one though.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
One of those girls is living with a killer. That you could kill again. Sleep tight.
Beautiful, Lee. So much more beautiful than me. That's hardly possible. No. No, what I mean is, I want to be more like you. Hello? Crack call. You see my pills anywhere? No. Sorry. My nerves are getting worse and worse. It's because you're not getting enough sleep. You sure they're not in your purse? They're not here now. Maybe the medicine cabinet. Thanks. Found them. Coming right up. Thanks. I don't know why I take them. They don't work at all. They wake me up more than they relax me. How many are you taking? Maybe 5 or 6. Doesn't seem to matter. Try some more. You look like you need the rest. I know. How do you think are dangerous? What's dangerous is no sleep. Getting overtired so you get sick. I feel like hell. It's just too much. Close your eyes.
Hello?
What?
Suicide. How is she? Is she all right?
It's all right, Doc. Take it easy, Doc. She's out of danger. They had to pump her stomach, though.
Where's your sister?
In there with her. You know, Doc, we're calling this a suicide attempt. What if we're wrong?
All right. All right, I'll try to talk them into taking the test, but I can't promise you I'm going to give you anything.
On the other hand, you might give me a murderer.
I thought I'd stop in and see how Lee's doing.
She's still at home. They said her to take a week of rest.
Do you think she should be home alone?
Come on. Just because they called it suicide. All she did was take a couple too many pills. You know, she's uptight with all this police thing. It's really not that serious.
No, I guess not. She is depressed, but you're right, not to that extent. I'll tell you what I think. I think she should come in and start some kind of therapy.
Why not?
Well, you know, you could help. If you were to come in and sit through a couple of sessions with her, I think it would give her confidence.
Well, I'm willing to do it, but we've got to look for new work. We don't run this place anymore, and we got to find a way to pay a couple of bills.
Well, you know, maybe I could help you there, too. There's a couple of grants I know about at the college that might be available. We could do some tests on twins. Let me look into it.
How much?
You might pick up $1,000, maybe $2.
Really? It sounds okay to me. I'll talk to Lee.
Well, great. Let me know what you find out.
Sure. You know, you really make a sensational partner.
What?
You do any dancing?
Yeah, a little. I never got into disco or anything. I think it has an adverse effect on the metabolism. I'm strictly an oldies but goodies type of guy.
Well, maybe I'll be the judge of that. Wait. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. Let's see your stuff. hear what he has to say anyway. He seems sincere enough and we could use the money. Besides, it's time you were up and out of the house.
I don't know, Tracy. I just don't know.
Look, he's a friend. You like him. He just wants to help. Besides, I've always thought he was kind of cute.
For you. And you.
I fell madly in love with the last guy that gave me flowers on the first date.
Thank you, they're beautiful.
So, tell us, Professor, what kind of tests do you want us to take?
Standard personality tests.
I hope I get an A.
Tracy, let Dr. Isley continue.
Now you know who's in charge.
Big Sister Lee here.
Well, Lee, it's all pretty straightforward. Afternoons and evenings would be best for me. We could be done in a couple of weeks.
And you'll pay us.
$1,000 each?
I'll do anything for $1,000.
The psychology department's well endowed this semester.
The study of identical twins raised apart is always of great interest to the scientific community.
And you're not doing this for the police.
I'm doing this because twins interest me.
Hey, lighten up. This should be fun, right?
Fun for you. Work for me.
I'm in.
$2,000.
Horrible pain in my arm.
It's probably just a bad dream or a cramp.
You'll be okay.
Relax. Go back to sleep.
Okay. You're right. I love you.
I know.
You ready?
Yeah. Time for fun and games. Huh?
All right. I have some cards here, and they have some ink blots on them. Now, I'd like you to take a look at them and just tell me what you see. There's no right or wrong answers.
Can I peek now?
Yeah.
How long do I have?
As long as you'd like.
This looks like a mask. You know, a gargoyle's mask. These are the eyes. These slanting holes to your eyes.
Anything else?
Can I turn it?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, even when I turn it, those eyes keep looking at me. Whew. This looks like a rocket ship blasting off. And these are the flames shooting down, and it's going up. It's going up through a heart. Well, how am I doing? Gonna pass me?
No one's failed yet.
But do I get that A?
If it'll make you happy.
Well, this looks like two people fighting over something.
Men or women?
Women? Yeah, they're fighting over an animal. Yeah, they're pulling the animal apart. Pulling out the organs of their prey. Winning material, huh, Doc?
Fascinating.
You think I'm beautiful?
No question about that.
More beautiful than Lee?
How could anyone ever choose between you?
Good answer. When's the dancing begin? Like a face, or maybe a jack-o'-lantern.
Anything else?
No, sorry. It's like two bears, dancing bears, or maybe they're playing patty cake. Two women, and they're holding a basket of flowers.
Well, I thought it went well.
You're the expert.
Lee, what is it? What's the matter? You seem very uncomfortable.
I just don't like this. These tests. Looking into our minds, making judgments. Also, I don't know if I can trust you.
Monozygotic twins. Raised apart, yet both had the same number of cavities in exactly the same places. Both had emergency appendectomies when they were 12. Several years ago, Tracy had an abortion. On the same day, Lee was hospitalized with severe, undiagnosed abdominal cramps. It's the Corsican brothers all over again. Both had a pet cat named Pinky.
Both slept with Peralta. Both conspired to kill him.
You don't know that.
Oh, come on, Doc, will you? For all we know, one of them or even both could have been knocking off people for years. I'm running out of time, Doc. I need something from you.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't have anything.
You took my money. You're involved.
Right. Oh, yeah. I think you left this last time by mistake.
And your next line is, don't come back, right?
You got it.
You know, Doc, we all gotta die sooner or later. In your case, I was working on later.
Tracy? You know, every time you come home, you do exactly the same thing. It's like some kind of ritual. Really? Yeah. And you start to get comfortable, pour yourself a glass of wine, and begin to unwind. And, well, then you come out into the balcony, lean against the railing, and look out at the view. I guess we're all creatures of habit. Tracy, don't answer it. I don't want to know one of those crank calls. But what if it's tough? Don't answer it. My nerves are getting worse. Here. I'll get you another.
What do you think of Dr. Isley?
Think of him?
I think he's sexy.
Tracy, you mustn't.
Mustn't what?
You mustn't get involved with him. We don't want to complicate the situation.
I like him, so what's wrong with that?
Enough or I'll call the whole thing off.
Who in the hell are you to call off anything?
Look at the mess with Frank Peralta just because you had to get involved. I don't want to argue.
Sometimes I think you're losing it, Lee. Honestly, sometimes I think you don't even know where you're at.
I think the police are watching us all the time.
God, Lee, you're getting paranoid. They can't touch us. Not unless you do something stupid like tell them that you were working for me the night Frank was killed. Nothing will happen. Because you're not even sure yourself what happened. What are you doing? The TV was on. Music, didn't you hear it?
What music? I didn't hear a thing.
But it was on.
So you turned it off? I must have left it on, I'm sorry.
I didn't turn it off. It just went off.
Okay. Come on, Lee, let's go to sleep. It's just your nerves again.
Sometimes I think I'm going crazy.
Once again, Tracy, there are no right or wrong answers. And no time limits. I just want you to look at the pictures and tell me a story about them.
I'm good at stories. Can I stand up? Move around?
You like? Tell me a story about that picture.
Well, the one in front's dying. She needs a heart transplant. And only her sister's heart will match. The one behind's willing to give her heart, but the one in front can't take it. One of them's going to die. Because there's only enough for one, not two.
Is that the end of the story?
That's always the end.
What's the relationship between the two women?
How should I know?
Why don't we try another?
It's warm in here. May I take off my sweater?
Sure, go ahead.
It's better. They met in a bar. She bought him a drink with her last dollar. They were very attracted to one another. He took her back to his room. And he made love to her with such fury and passion that she died. Well, the police will accuse him of murder, but actually, she died from his passion. She died happy. Do you like my story?
Yes. Shall we try another?
Another kiss.
Kiss was nice, but kisses aren't allowed during work hours.
What about after work?
Look, I'm trying to be somewhat.
Well, when we finish with these silly tests, will you take me out then?
I'll think about it.
You know, there's not much to choose from between Lee and me. Do you know what always happens?
What?
The guys who meet us. They always fall for me, not her. I've had to make such sacrifices to keep us together. Well, it's going to be a real drag. He was crazy about me. Really disappointed Lee, because naturally she liked him too. He wanted to marry me.
Who?
Frank Peralta, of course.
This woman's very alone.
Look, these tests aren't that important. What's important is that we talk.
No, I have to leave. I'm sorry.
Well, then I found out I had a twin sister.
I couldn't believe it, and yet it made perfect sense to me.
So you set out to find her?
It took me 3 years. I left a good job, fiancé who didn't understand. I spent a whole lot of money. You see, Jim, it may be hard for you to understand, but once I found out about Tracy, I didn't have a choice. I never did. Still don't.
It became an obsession?
I guess so. Why are you looking at me like that?
All right. All right. Hold your breath. Close your eyes. This is it.
What?
Inevitability.
I'm sorry. It won't work.
Why?
Because right now, Tracy comes first. I can't lose her.
I think you've underestimated the situation.
I'm not interested in test results or professional observations.
Yeah, but it's not as simple as
Please. Please. Scared me. Sorry. Didn't you hear me come in? No. You notice this railing seems looser. Lee, it's always been that way. You're getting paranoid again. It's your imagination. You've been having problems with it lately. You were supposed to be home at 5. You been with Jim? Well, I took another one of those silly tests, if that's what you mean. Is that all? You didn't go anywhere with him? No? I went window shopping. Good, we don't want another one of those messy situations like before. Why, what are you talking about? You made a pass at me today. And, kiss me. Did you sleep with him? I'll never kiss and tell. crazy about me. This could be the one, Lee. This could be the one.
Give up.
Hi.
I asked you not to bother me anymore, and I really meant it.
Isley, come on, I like you.
You like me?
Sure. You're a dedicated researcher.
Thank you.
Exploring the frontiers of the mind. Me, what am I? An old cop who's into a little voyeurism? Here.
What do you want?
One, maybe both of those women are extremely dangerous. You find yourself in any trouble, give a yell. I'll be close by. You don't want to be the next Peralta, do you?
One of these women is ill. She doesn't need a cop chasing around after her. She needs psychiatric help.
Which one?
Tracy. This is called the draw person test, which is pretty obvious.
Does it have to be a person?
Yes.
Can it be more than one person?
No, just one.
Then it can't be me and you.
The test wasn't designed that way.
Then I don't want to play. I don't want to play if it's me and you. Isn't it? That's the problem.
Lee has nothing to do with it.
Lee! Lee! Lee, the eldest! Lee, the perfect one! Lee, the smart one! Lee, the nice one! Lee, they fall in love with me, they hit on. Adopted first, adopted best. I'm sick of it!
Tracy. You're a beautiful woman. But I can't let my feelings for you interfere with our work.
Then you do care about me.
Of course.
When all this testing stuff's over, we'll go out together. Have dinner and go dancing till forever.
If you like.
Just the two of us.
Well, you have to promise me that you're going to continue to cooperate with me.
Promise.
tell her about us when she comes by today?
Yes, I will. I'll speak to her.
What's wrong?
I want to stop these tests. I need to get away from here.
All right. First, we have to have a talk about us. And Tracy.
No, I don't want to hear it.
All right, look. Look, I want to stop this testing, too. I'm becoming involved. I'm losing all objectivity. I find myself very attracted to you, and I think that...
You tell her the same things.
Tracy is clinically ill. She's a danger...
Don't say it! If Tracy's sick, like you say, I could be insane, too.
At the moment, it's Tracy, not you, who needs help.
Institution. Sanity. Medication. It's terrible.
Well, if she doesn't get help, she's going to continue to deteriorate.
You could be wrong about everything.
I don't think so. Look, I'm very confused about my feelings for you, but I'm absolutely convinced she's a danger to herself, to others, and particularly to you.
No. I can't believe it. She's incapable of harming me. It would be like self-destruction to her.
She's very capable of it.
If I got her away from here, took her somewhere safe and quiet, gave her the love and caring that she never had as a child.
It wouldn't make any difference. This may be hard for you to take, but you're part of the problem. You're the constant reminder of everything she isn't and wants to be.
Still at it, huh?
Taco?
No. No, thanks.
You know, I think they're both sick. But one is sicker. And I'm gonna nail her.
alone?
Yes?
It's Lee. I need to see you. It's important.
Where?
Well, come by the office. I'm leaving right now.
Fine, I'll wait for you.
Balcony.
I don't know. She wasn't watering the plants.
At least we know where both of them are.
Yeah, but only one counts.
Which one?
Give me a cigarette, will you?
You know, I don't mean to complain. And don't get me wrong. I don't mind sharing. I just can't stand it when you throw them away without smoking them. I mean, these things are $1 a pack. With you, the same one could last all day.
It stops me from eating.
No, it doesn't.
Eat a taco, will you, please?
She just came in. Why is she going back out?
Beats me.
Want to tell her?
No. You know, I think the real sick one is Tracy. And she's still up there.
I want to be beautiful for you.
Glad you decided to trust me.
Can you tell the difference between Tracy and me?
Somehow, I think I'd know in my heart. But what's important right now is Tracy's well-being.
I mean, if you couldn't have me, would you be just as happy with Tracy?
You said like a ritual. Drinks the wine, leans against the railing.
Kiss me, please kiss me. You see, there is no difference.
Please let me help you.
Hello?
Lee fell from the balcony. We tried to save her, but...
Oh, my God. How did that happen? What?
Are you sure? I mean, I can't.
How is she exactly? Yes, of course. We'll be there right away. Thank you. There's been an accident. Your sister's fallen from the balcony. She's in critical condition.
Yeah, right, Barney. Thanks. Okay, boys, let's clean this up as soon as possible. I'll take care of it.
I'm terribly sorry she didn't make it. My men will take you downtown. But first, I want to talk to you. You too, Doc.
But I want to be with him.
There's nothing you can do, believe me. Please, a few minutes. Miss Cullen, were you aware that the balcony railing was loose?
Yes, we both were. I mentioned it to the superintendent several days ago. Tracy was certainly aware of it.
Tracy? You mean Lee?
No, I'm Lee.
Sorry, I can never tell you two apart. So, you were saying she was feeling troubled and guilty over recent events?
You see, I've been dating Frank for several months, and I was madly in love with him. And then one day he asked me to marry him. Well, I was flattered, but I don't know, I just wasn't ready to be tied down, so I didn't know how to say no. Then an important dinner came up to meet all of his friends. He invited me. Well, I got so excited, I think I made myself sick. So instead of turning him down, I said Tracy instead.
Did he notice a difference?
Yes. At first, he just thought I was moody. And then she began to drink. Well, she's not used to drinking, so she made a complete fool of herself. She was dancing on the piano and grabbing husbands, and Peralta yanked her out of the party and took her back to his place. He was mad. Tracy just thought it was funny. And she apologized and tried to calm him down. He didn't care. He said it was over, and he never wanted to see her again. And he said it just like that. Cold. Without any feeling. Then he sat down on the piano and started to play. Tracy decided to punish him. She took the knife and stabbed him with it. And she left him to die.
Tracy told you all about this?
That's right. She was, disturbed mentally. Dr. Isley's tests only confirmed this.
So, Tracy killed him.
That's right.
Light me up.
So much more beautiful than me. Don't be ridiculous. We're identical. We're the same. No. No, what I mean is I want to be more like you. Take care of you. Good. There's nothing to worry about.
you found me. You've always said we'd be stronger together than we would be alone. It's true. We'll stick together through this too, won't we? No matter who comes between us. I promise I'd take care of you. I love you. I'll never leave you. We'll never be apart again.